Richician.
Hey, Rick, you made it.
Yep, my very first locals. I mean, no crime is going on right now, so I thought I might as well enter this locals and see how far I get.
Uh-oh, that right there is Blaine True Dart. He's one of the top players at these locals. He's really good. Watch out for him. And that right there is his brother, Zack. They're close, well, as close as brothers can be, but they also share a rivalry. They always like to battle it out to see who the superior sibling is. All the same, they're both forces to watch out for.
So, stiff competition, regardless of whether I'm saving the world or not. Well, I'm up for the challenge.
Attention Yugioh players, the first round is about to begin. Today's tournament will be 5 rounds of Swiss with a top 8 cuts. Please go to the monitors to see your pairings, and good luck.
Well, here we go, Carl. Good luck.
You do, Rick.
So you're my first round opponent, huh? I'm disappointed. I was hoping for a crack at Valentino.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, Valentino's not here today. He's on a date with Valentina. Too bad you can't use your burning skulls against him today.
Burning skulls? Oh no, that's my twin brother, Skuul, who uses those. I'm Skuul. I use a completely different zombie deck. One that is far superior.
Oh, really? Well, maybe you should put your money where your mouth is. Time to duel. Alright, I'll start this duel off by summoning Poissonnaire de Nouvelle, and then I'll activate her effect to add a level 1 ritual monster or a recipe card from my deck to my hand. And I'll choose a Burla-based de Nouvelle. But it won't be in my hand for long because I play the ritual spell Recette de Poisson, fish recipe. I sacrifice my Poissonnaire to ritual summon Burla-based de Nouvelle in defense mode, and then because I ritual summoned Burla-base using this card, I can add a different recipe ritual spell from my deck or graveyard to my hand. And I'll get Recette de Vendia, meat recipe. Now I'll activate Burla-base's effect and chain Poissonnaire. Poissonnaire puts herself in the pendulum zone if she's tributed, and then Burla-base will excavate the top 5 cards of my deck. And if there's a Nouvelle card among them, I get to add it to my hand, the rest go into the deck. Oh, nice. I'll add Nouvelle Restaurant at table, and put the other cards back in the deck. And then I'll activate Restaurant This allows me to add a recipe card from my deck of graveyard to my hand. And I'm gonna choose the chef's special recipe. Better be careful about what cards you play. And there's no need to go too crazy just yet. I'll just place a card face down and end my turn.
A ritual deck, huh? Well, this is gonna be easier than I thought. I draw for turn. I normal summon White Princess. And then I will use her effect on summon to send the White Prince from my deck to the graveyard.
I don't think so. I'll activate my trap card, Chef's Special Recipe. Your White Princess's effect is negated.
Curse you! In that case, I activate the spell card 1-for-1. By sending a monster from my hand to the graveyard, I can special summon a level 1 monster from my hand or deck. And I special summon White Prince. The monster I sent was White Baking, so this will allow me to add 2 monsters with different names from my deck to my hand, except White Baking, that are either Skuul Servant or a monster that mentions it. Then I have to discard a card.
Skuul Servants? Uh-oh. They can mean trouble in high numbers.
That's right, and I add White Mare and White Lord from my deck to my hand. And I discard a normal Skuul Servant. Now to link summon. I'll link away the White Princess and White Prince, combining the circuit and link summoning Vampire Sucker. This will trigger the effect of White Prince sending Skuul Servant and Lady in White from my hand or deck to the graveyard. I now activate the effect of White Lord in hand, sending this card from my hand to the graveyard to send cards from the top of my deck to the graveyard, up to the number of Skuul Servants and King of the Skuul Servants in my graveyard. Since there's now 7, including White Lord, I get to mill 7 cards. Let's see what I mill. Are you kidding me? All 3 copies each of Needlebug Nest and Twy White plus 1 King of the Skuul Servants? What kind of ridiculous luck is that? No matter. I now activate the other effect of White Prince, banishing itself and 2 Skuul Servants to special summon King of the Skuul Servants from my deck. I'll banish it along with a normal Skuul Servant and Lady in White and special summon my ultimate boss monster from my deck, King of the Skuul Servants. And this mighty beast will gain 1,000 attack points for each Skuul Servant in my graveyard. And since I have 1 plus 4 others that copy his name, that's 5,000 attack points. But I'm gonna boost his power even more thanks to my White Mare. Discarding this card to the graveyard to either put back a banished Skuul Servant or White Mare, or special summon a banished lady in white or king of the Skull servants. I put a normal Skull servant back in the graveyard. Now my king has 7,000 attack points. Unfortunately, I can't game you this turn because your monster's defense points are too high, but it doesn't matter. The king of the Skull servants, attack his burler base.
Looks like you done goofed and aren't aware of his other special ability. When this monster is targeted for an attack, I get to tribute this card and an attack position monster on either field and special summon a level 2 or 3 Nouvelle Ritual monster from my hand or deck. I tribute Burla Base and your King of the Skull servants.
What? No! You dare tribute my boss monster?
Absolutely. And in their place, I special summon Poti de Nouvelle. And Poti lets me draw a card when it's summoned.
You're so lucky. You know that, don't you? I place a card face down and end my turn.
Alright, here I come. My move. Let's deal with your pesky back row. I activate the meat recipe, tributing Confera de Nouvelle to special summon Confera de Nouvelle. And this monster lets me destroy a spell or trap on the field. Say goodbye to your back row.
No! My storming mirror force! How dare you!
Now I activate the other effect of my restaurant, placing a ritual monster on the bottom of my deck, in this case, Foy Glacier de Nouvelle, to draw one card. Now I'll activate the pendulum effect of Poissonnaire de Nouvelle, targeting a monster, special summoning this card, and changing that monster's battle position. And then, because Poti was targeted, I tribute it along with your Vampire Sucker to special summon a level 4 or 5 Nouvelle Ritual monster. So I tribute Poti and Vampire Sucker to special summon Foy Glacier de Nouvelle. And now I'll use its effect to target up to 3 cards in the graveyard and shuffle them back into the deck. I'll put back 3 of your Skull Servant monsters. I choose White Lord, Skull Servant, and King of the Skull Servants.
I see. Trying to weaken a potential King of the Skull Servants, huh? Do you seriously think I can't re-establish my graveyard?
Oh, I don't doubt it, but at least it slows you down. And then Poissonnaire will resolve. And now I'll trigger her effect, adding a recipe card or a level 1 ritual from my deck to my hand. And I choose the fish recipe, and then I'll activate it, sacrificing her and ritual summoning another Burla Base. Then I'll also add the meat recipe from my deck. And now once again, Burla Base's effect activates and Poissonnaire is chained, returning her to the pendulum zone. Now I excavate my top 5. Not bad. I'll add my head chef, Bale Grill de Nouvelle, and put the others back. Now I'll activate the meat recipe, sacrificing Hungry Burger and ritual summoning Balamaneur de Nouvelle. And this will allow me to add a Nouvelle all recipe card from my deck to my hand. And I'll choose another poissonnaire. Alright now, all 4 of my monsters attack Skuul's life points directly.
You'll pay for that.
We'll see who pays. I end my turn, and during the end phase, the final effect of Nouvelle Restaurant at Table kicks off, allowing me to target 2 cards in my graveyard, including a recipe card, putting them on the bottom, and drawing a card. I'll put back Hungry Burger and Fish Recipe. Then draw a card.
Alright, my move. And I'll activate Card of Demise. This lets me draw until I'm holding 5 cards, as long as I discard my entire hand in 5 turns. Time to destroy your entire board. First I'll activate Rigician, wiping out your monsters. That's one way to get round those pesky effects, and I'll also chain Twin Twisters, discarding White Prince to wipe out your restaurant and your poissonnaire.
Oh no! My monsters!
That's right, and because I sent White Prince, I once again get to mill Skuul Servant and Lady in White. Now for the effect of White Lord, discarding it and milling up to 9 cards, but I'll only need to mill 1 for this situation. My foolish burial, no big deal. But now I will activate the other effect of White Lord, banishing it to special summon back Skuul Servant or King of the Skuul Servants. So welcome back, King of the Skuul Servants. And he has exactly 8,000 attack points. That's enough points to wipe you out. Now, King of the Skuul Servants, attack Carl's life points directly and end this duel.
It's not over yet, thanks to the card I drew off my restaurant, Sphere Karibo. Your monster is automatically switched to defense mode.
Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. I better not lose because of a Karibo monster just like my brother in my main phase 2, because I didn't normal summon yet. I'll normal summon Skuul Servant and then link him off into Link Karibo. Yeah, I have a Karibo monster too. And now that another Skuul Servant is in the grave, my king of the Skuul servants gains another 1,000 attack points for an attack strength of exactly 9,000.
What? 9,000? There's no way that can be right. Oh wait, there's 9 Skuul servant monsters, so it's absolutely right.
I end my turn. You'd better make it count.
Alright, here's where I need the heart of the gods. Don't fail me now, Dick. Perfect! I activate Culinary Confrontation. This lets me choose a Nouvelle Pendulum monster and a Patisicel Pendulum monster from my hand, deck or extra deck, and special summon them, one to each side of the field. But I can't use monsters as a material for a fusion, synchro, Xyz, or link summon except Nouvelle and Patisicel monsters. So, to your field, I'll special summon my third Poissonnaire, and to my field, I'll special summon a Patisicel.
Giving me a weak monster in attack mode? Even if I don't have Link Karibo, you can't finish me off.
You wanna bet? Now I normal summon Poissonnaire de Nouvelle and use her effect to once again add a level 1 ritual or a recipe card from my deck to my hand. And I'll add the fish recipe. But I'm gonna be cooking a different kind of recipe. I activate meat recipe, sacrificing Patisicel and Poissonnaire in order to ritual summon my deck's boss monster, Bale Grill de Nouvelle. Poissonnaire will place herself in the pendulum zone. And now, just for lols, I'll activate Bale Grill's effect and negate the effects of all your face-up cards until the end of the turn, including your King of the Skuul servants.
How dare you! But it doesn't matter. Even if you destroy it by battle, I can just banish a Skuul servant to bring it right back.
Who said I wanted to destroy it in battle? I've got other plans. I activate Bale Grill's other effect, tributing one of your attack position monsters to special summon Hungry Burger from my hand or deck. But that's not all. Because I special summoned Hungry Burger, I activate the graveyard effect of Chef's special recipe. I now get to banish it to tribute as many of your monsters as possible.
No! I can't believe you counted all my monsters!
You'd better believe it. And since you're on your last 3,200 life points, my monsters will finish you off. Now Hungry Burger and Bale Grill attack Skuul's life points directly and end this duel.
Ah! No! This can't be!
Oh yeah, a flawless victory in the first round.
Well, that was pretty funny. Gaming someone with Elementary Bubble Man. Huh. Looks like Cole's match is finished too. Huh. someone's trying to communicate with me. Hello? Ah, yes, hello, Rick. My name is Commissioner Morden, the Chief of Police, and I'm calling because I need your help. Of course, Commissioner. I'm happy to help. I'm always happy to work with the police. So, how can I be of assistance? Well, I'm afraid there's been a few robberies carried out. Robberies on a catastrophic scale. All of which were carried out by two criminal organisations. One of which is not so well known, and the other one is the menacing clowns. That's right, the clowns just like the one that you brought into our custody a little while ago. Which brings me to the problem. Are you familiar with the three sacred beasts? Yes, I learned about them in my database. They're meant to be evil counterparts of the Egyptian gods. Apparently they were too dangerous. They had to be locked away so that no one would ever use them. Don't tell me they've been stolen. I'm afraid so. They were taken from three of what I thought were our most highly secure facilities. However, the menacing clowns did what they do best, cause chaos and anarchy, and they did it as a diversion, while the other group managed to break in and take the sacred beasts. But based on our intelligence, they haven't all gathered together just yet, and they're in the hands of three different individuals. Which brings me to why I need your help. They must be retrieved at all costs. The results could be catastrophic if all three of them are in the hands of one duelist. And there's only so many police officers I can spare, because of other crimes. I understand, Commissioner, but don't worry, you can count on me. I'll get on it as soon as possible. Ah, good man, Rick. I knew I could count on you. The administrators were quite right to put their faith in you. Good luck and Godspeed.
I can't believe I slept through my alarm. Stupid alarm clock. At least I'm here now.
It's about time you showed up. I didn't want to get a default win. Now that you're here, let's duel.
Alright, game on! I'll start things off by summoning my marauding captain, and I'll use my captain's effect to special summon this from my hand, Burning Skullhead, and when it's special summoned from my hand, it inflicts 1,000 points of damage to you.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
You ain't seen nothing yet. Now I overlay my captain and my Burning Skullhead to exceed summon Dante, Traveller of the Burning Abyss. And I'll activate his effect, detaching my Burning Skullhead to mill my top 3 cards. Oh, nice. I milled 2 Skull Flames and Mizuki. Next, I'll activate Hand Destruction. We both send 2 cards from our hands to the graveyards to draw 2 cards.
Fine with me. I'll send away these 2. It's all coming together. Now I play another hand destruction, sending 2 cards from our hands to the graveyard and drawing 2 more. I don't know why you keep sending all these cards to the graveyard. Because all you're doing is helping me out. Helping you is absolutely not my intention. Now I play God of Demise. This lets me draw until I'm holding 5 cards, as long as I discard my entire hand in 5 turns. Now I activate the effect of Skuul Conductor, discarding him to special summon 2 zombies from my hand, whose total attack points add up to 2,000. And guess what? I special summon 2 more burning skull heads, and each of them will inflict a further 1,000 points of damage. Still think I'm being helpful? Not much of a flinch, huh? Now I'll link away my 2 burning skull heads, combining the circuit to link summon Vampire Sucker. But I'm not done there. I'll then banish Skull Flame from my graveyard to special summon Supersonic Skull Flame. And what's better than summoning my ace monster turn 1? Bringing out another, I banish the other Skull Flame to special summon Supersonic Skull Flame. And now I'll activate both of their effects, inflicting 400 points of damage for every burning skull head in my graveyard. Since I have all 3 of them, that's 1,200 points of damage for each one. So take 2,400 to the face!
Holy cow! Blaine lost more than half his life points on the first turn, and he didn't even do anything yet.
Yeah, how'd you like them apples? I end my turn. Very well, my move. Well, besides you being late, the only other thing that disappoints me is that this duel is about to end right now. I told you, your hand destructions helped me rather than hurt me. Because thanks to them, I now have 4 light swarms in my graveyard with a different name. Wait a minute, light swarms? Oh no! That's right, I summoned my ultimate monster right away. Come forth, Judgment Dragon! And now that my Judgment Dragon is here, I'll activate its special ability. By paying 1,000 of my life points, it destroys every other card on the field. Say goodbye to your monsters. No! It's okay though. You can't finish me off this turn. Not unless you can put 5,000 more points of damage on board. Oh, I'm missing 5,000? How about I do one better and put 6,000 more on board? I special summon 2 more Judgment Dragons to the field. Ha! 3 Judgment Dragons? No! This can't be! Oh, it can, and it is. Now, my Judgment Dragons, attack his life points directly and end this duel! Ah!
No way! Blaine just beat Skuul in a single turn, and that shouldn't even be possible in Richician format.
Yes, but remember, Carl, that wouldn't have been possible if it hadn't been for hand destruction. Skuul inadvertently helped set up his graveyard. And then I guess Blaine got really lucky with the draws. How terrifying.
What just happened? What just happened is you scrubbed out in round 1. Oh no, not you again. And with that concludes round 1. Stand by for round 2 pairings. Attention Yugioh players. Round 2 pairings are up. Please go to the monitors to see your pairings.
Looks like I'm up against Blaine. Well, time to really put my skills to the test in this tournament. Alright, hero. Time to see what you're made of. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Richician YouTube channel.